belt. Once you pry at it a little bit, it should be free. Oh, got it.
Got it. Hey.
You just keep twisting it until the tie rod comes out. Alright, today on the Miata build, I'm going to be removing the AC and the power steering. So the main reason I'm removing the AC and the power steering is to make more room in the engine bay, a lot less clutter with all these lines, the lines that are running out throughout the engine bay. And also, my AC doesn't really work, and I don't really feel like taking the time to fix all that. This car is mainly going to be a track car, autocross car, so won't really be necessary. And also, since the Miata is pretty light, power steering isn't super necessary. So I'm going to be removing that, so there's one less thing that could fail on track. So first thing I'm going to do is loosen this 14 mil. Loosen this 12 mil. So after that, there's a 14 mil bolt that runs from here to here on the back of the pump. There's two slots where you can stick a socket through, and if it doesn't completely line up, you'll just have to go down there. It's a 21 mil for the crank, and just turn it over until you can get a socket through these slots. All right, next you're going to loosen this 12 mil. It's going to release the tension on the belt. Now you should be able to loosen the belt and get it off. All right, next you're going to want to extract all the fluid out of the power steering reservoir. Definitely have some rags ready and a fluid extractor to get out all the oil. All right, next I'm going to remove this line. So this line isn't really coming off, so I'm just going to cut it. Next, I'm going to go and stick this in and extract as much fluid out of this line as I can. All right, next remove this nut. It's 12 millimeter. All right, next we're gonna remove this line from the pump. And I have a wrench that was big enough, so ended up just getting an adjustable wrench. I'm just gonna give it a few taps. And it's loose. All right, now you're ready to take out the power steering pump. So you can just remove this 14 mil bolt that's on top. You can remove the 14 mil bolt that's holding on the bracket on the bottom. And the bolt that's holding on will slide through towards the header. Just like that. All right, next thing you're gonna do is remove the power steering reservoir. Two 10 mil bolts on each side. All right, now that all those are disconnected, you can pull the pump off. Just get a pry bar in there. And one more thing is make sure to remove this harness. This harness right here. Once you pry at it a little bit, it should be free. All right, next I'm gonna disconnect the two lines that are running to the AC compressor. All right, to remove the AC compressor, there's two 12mm bolts here. There's two 12mm bolts here that are holding on the bottom of the bracket. All right, now that those four bolts are out, go ahead and remove the AC condenser. All right, so for the AC bracket, there's gonna be three 14mm bolts, one right here, here, and here. You're gonna remove those to get the bracket off. All right, and then there's a 12mm bolt here. All right, so for the AC lines, you're gonna remove a 10mm here, a 10mm here, holding on the two lines. All right, now I'm gonna remove the AC line that's running from the engine bay. The top one, it's a 17 and a 19. That's a PV blaster on it, and I was able to get it loose. So pop that one off.
Got it. Hey.
Son of a bitch.
There you go. I knew you would get it. Man.
All right, so next you're gonna pop off this 10mm bolt. And there's another 10mm bolt right down there. Focus this. And those are holding on the brackets to the AC lines. All right, next we're gonna remove the condenser. There's the 10mm bolt here. 10mm bolt right there, one right there, and one right there. All right, so I was able to get the condenser and the lines out in one piece. I was able to wiggle and pull it out through here. Just one thing to be careful of is make sure you're not gonna pull or rip any of the fuel lines when you're pulling it through. But it was able to come out, just took some patience and wiggling around. All right, so I'm gonna be pulling the rack out, but if you're gonna be looping your lines, the ones that you wanna connect are this line right here and this line right here. Just get a hose and loop those right there, and that is how you loop the power steering rack. But like I said, I'm going to be pulling mine and fully depowering it. All right, then there's two 10mm bolts here and here behind the bumper. And there's one more bolt up here holding it on the front of the frame. All right, so don't be like me. Get a drip pan and don't have the lines that you just took out facing down. A bunch of fluid just came out and now I gotta deal with this mess. So do yourself a favor, get a drip pan, and don't lay them down. All right, and to loosen the tie rod, you're just gonna go and this is a 13. You just keep twisting it until the tie rod comes out. All right, next there's four 14mm bolts holding on the steering rack. One right here, one on the other side, one right there, and then one on the other side of that. All right, now that all those things are disconnected, you should be able to just pull the rack right up. There we go. All right, there it is. Steering rack is out.